Hello guys and gals, and welcome. So today we're going to be looking at a very interesting rune word for body armor, and this particular rune word is called Peace. Peace is a very interesting rune word for Amazons, and believe it or not, it can also be used for non-Amazons if you would like to have some of these effects. And we're going to go over what these effects are together. Now, first off, as you can see, the Peace rune word is made with Shael, Thul, and Am. Very, very cheap runes all around. I think most people don't have any issue getting a hold of a Shael rune, a Thul rune, or an Am rune. It will take you a little while to get to the point where they are dropping on a regular basis. But I think by the time you finish normal difficulty, you usually have at least a handful of each of these just laying around. And it's important to note that because I feel like this rune word is just a very cheap and easy to make rune word for Amazons. Now, there are no variations on this rune word, so we're not going to be looking at the website today, and instead we're just going to be looking at the item itself. So we have a level requirement of 29, which is not bad at all. Definitely something that you can make toward the end of normal difficulty for your Amazon. You should be getting to around level 29 by the time you get here. We also have a 4% chance to cast level 5 slow missile when struck. Now, slow missiles specifically is an ability that makes all missile effects, and this includes spells that are classified as missiles, go very, very slowly, and it's very easy to dodge them. Now, keep in mind, though, that if they do hit you, they still deal their damage. So don't just stand there and let them hit you. It just makes it easy for you to sidestep them and not have to worry about them so much. We also have a 2% chance to cast a level 15 Valkyrie on striking, which is very, very interesting. And we're going to take something out and go beat some monsters and see if we can get the Valkyrie to proc a little later. We also have +2 to Amazon skills, which is very nice for an Amazon, especially if you are a elemental Amazon. Those +2 are really going to beef up your damage. 20% faster hit recovery, which comes from the Shael rune, which is very, very nice. It's always nice to have faster recovery on your equipment to avoid those faster hit recovery stun locks. +2 to critical strike, which, believe it or not, actually gives you the critical strike ability. So keep this in mind when you're looking at this particular armor, because the critical strike that it's giving you is not just like, hey, we're giving you a 20% chance of deadly strike. No, this is actually giving you the ability critical strike from the Amazon, which is a chance to do a double damage effect. And plus the skills will actually beef up this critical strike to a higher level. So if I'm running, for instance, +2 to all skills on an amulet or a helmet, or maybe I have a +2 to all skills weapon of some kind, like for instance, if I'm running a spirit, the spirit will allow me to get the extra plus to skills on critical strike, which will enhance the percentage chance that I will do double damage, which is very, very, very nice. Now, it also has 30% cold resistance, which comes from the Thul rune, and attacker takes damage of 14, which I think most people don't care about. Now, the interesting things here to look at on this particular armor are, number one, the critical strike, which could come in extremely handy on a low-level Zealer. If you were a low-level Zeal Paladin, I might consider using this particular weapon or armor, because this particular armor is going to give you an ability to deal double damage, which you would not normally have. Paladins do not actually have any kind of double damage effect like Amazons, assassins, and barbarians do. As you can see, I've summoned my Valkyrie, who is at level 15. Now, it's important to note that if you are a non-Amazon, the Valkyrie will not get any of the synergy bonuses that a Valkyrie normally does. The Valkyrie will get synergy bonuses from critical strike. She will get bonuses from penetrate. She will get bonuses from the evades, and she will also get bonuses from dodge, which will increase her HP. So these things you will not be getting, so she will be a little less tanky in this particular form, but keep in mind that you will at least have the Valkyrie. So, it's interesting. Although there is another interesting thing to note about this particular Valkyrie, which a lot of people hate, absolutely hate, is that she will die all the time. I'm guessing because when the armor checks to see if you are a Amazon and you have the skill and you don't, She just simply dies. Number 2 is that you will summon her all the time. And when you summon her, she dies. So the old one has to die for the new one to be summoned. And you will have this constant, never-ending Valkyrie summon and desummon noise all the time while you were using this. And they probably should have thought about that when they came up with this particular idea. On an Amazon, you also have the glitch. So if you don't actually have 1 point into Valkyrie, she will also die all the time for no particular reason. However, if you do have at least 1 point into Valkyrie, and the game goes to check and see if you own the Valkyrie skill, she will not desummon all the time. However, when you attack and you proc the effect, she will, of course, summon, and the old one will die, and you get the really loud, obnoxious sound effect, which on its own, like as a one-off, is not so bad. But if you're firing like 1,000 arrows as a strafe Amazon and you're proccing this effect over and over and over again in like a 30-second time period, the sound effect can start to really grate on you. Now, I don't really have much of an issue with the sound effect myself, as long as it's just like once or twice, every now and then. But to hear it go off constantly, I mean, just constantly over and over and over again is a little bit much. Is it worth it, though, for the critical strike? Yeah, it kind of is. As a low-level Zeal Paladin or a low-level, maybe even a low-level Barbarian or a Druid, having access to critical strike, which you would not normally have access to, is going to be nice. Now, the Barbarian does get critical strike through weapon mastery, but this will give him more critical strike, which is definitely nice. And the +2 Amazon skills, of course, is going to beef up critical strike. So if you are using this on an Amazon, I'm pretty sure that's going to be +4 to critical strike. And then, of course, whatever you have and whatever other bonuses you have, you're going to get a pretty nice bonus to your crit. As for the Paladin, he's only going to get 2, so keep that in mind. A very interesting armor all around, a very nice low-level piece of armor that can be used for Amazons. And if you can get past the constant resummoning of the Valkyrie, I think it's a very decent piece to use on a level 29 character. As always, thanks for watching my videos, and keep watching.